Have you ever noticed that some people in life seem to be really lucky and really fortunate all the time, and some people always attract chaos and they seem to always have things go wrong for them constantly? I'm going to teach you in this video exactly why that is and how to turn yourself from an unfortunate luck person into someone who is blessed and lucky all the time, and we're going to do it through shadow work. Okay, so this is basically fundamentals and principles of reality. This is something that is part of human psychology and it is grounded, but it sounds metaphysical. How do we take what's happening in your life and turn it into something that seems to go in your favor all the time? I'm going to talk about limiting beliefs, the subconscious beliefs, and how they play a big part in actually manifesting your life. What if I was to tell you that there's a series of identities living inside of you, much like a schizophrenic, multiple personality type person? This is actually true for all of us. When you look at your unconscious, you'll find that there are multitudes of personalities living in there. All of them have their own base realities. All those realities are based on an emotion, how we feel about things. One of those parts of you may feel, I'm ugly. I'm always going to be ugly. I remember that I was ugly because I was told that when I was 7 years old, and it must be reality. And that's what I'm going to base my survival on by internalizing this. But because it was uncomfortable, you shifted it down into the unconscious. Now, that part of you is co creating your reality with you. It won't allow you to ever feel truly beautiful. If you get there, you start to build yourself up going, I'm actually looking really nice today. That voice it's there. It's going to pull you down to thinking that and feeling that you're ugly once again. This is how it works. This is human psychology, and it's absolutely fascinating. But we're going to break through this because a lot of these inner voices that are co-making your reality with you are actually stopping you from having fortune. A principle of shadow work is to communicate with these parts of us, to actually bring it into conscious, into the surface, into the light, into our world. And we're going to basically show them that that's not really reality, that the original core memory was just a memory and it doesn't have to base its entire identity and world around this. It can shift, it can transform. And I would recommend check out my Mu 3 video because it shows you exactly how to transform these beliefs. What I'm talking about in this video is the fundamentals. Now, if you have enough of these unconscious negative beliefs stuck inside of you, then you're going to have an unlucky reality because so many of these things are creating misfortune that things can't ever go right for you. Remember, what you believe to be real becomes your reality. A really good example of this is the strongman competitions. You see when they carry the big heavy weight and they'll get so far and then they drop it. And then the other competitors usually will get that far and drop it. And you'll see this on repeat until one of them, who believes that they can actually get further, exceeds where the other person went. And then suddenly all the other competitors, they can also go that far. It's a very interesting phenomenon. You know, we are way more capable than we realize, but until we truly believe it, until we think that it's reality, we can't really achieve it. So when there's a parts of you that believe it's not reality, you can't ever achieve it. This is about breaking through. This is about seeing what's really possible for yourself. So what do you believe are your limits? Why do you believe that those are your limits? Have you been imposing artificial limits on yourself ever since you were a child? Have you been stopping yourself? This is what it's all about. See, when you start to believe that more and more and more is possible, then it becomes more possible for you. You start to go much further in your life. This is a fundamental core principle. And this is how it all works. So, not only are we going to stop ourselves from putting such hard limits on what's possible, we're going to expand what's possible. And that's the game. That's when you really start to see big shifts happen in your life. And this is how we transform people with chronic bad luck into chronic good luck. It's all a matter of perspective of who you are, of what's possible, of what's real. And that's the big shift. I encourage you to start going through my videos, look at how shadow work works, look at the tools and the fundamentals, look at how these things are actually resolvable. They're not a lifelong curse. You don't have to sit forever in the same modality, in the same perspective. You can move it. It's transformable. You are transmutable. You are the biochemistry of your beliefs.